friends, happy Singles Awareness Day or Valentine's Day. Today I am going to teach you how to win any of your professors over or how to professionally kiss ass. I have been kissing ass since 2004 and honestly, I've learned a lot along the way. So I just wanted to share these tips with you guys to help, your grades, your future, because we're all in this together. So first I'm going to go over the things that you should do and then the things that you shouldn't do. So stay tuned till the end of the video if you want to hear all that. And yeah, so let's just get right into it. Number one. This should be pretty obvious, but sit in the front of your classes, particularly wherever your professor tends to stand or walk around when giving their lecture. It's very important that they see you, because if they see you, then they're gonna make connections in their brain every time that they see you next time, and they're gonna recognize, oh, that's the girl or guy who sits in front of my class. There's actually this concept called the halo effect. It's basically where you associate certain actions or words with something really good. So for example, if somebody donates to a charity, you're gonna assume that person's a really good person. That's the halo effect right there, So if somebody's sitting in the front of the class, the professor is more likely to think that they're a really good student, which could actually turn into helping you in your favor as far as your grades go. Number two, introduce yourself to your professor after the first class. And this means, yes, with a full handshake, hi, I'm Christina, nice to meet you, say something that can start the conversation a little bit. If they're in a rush, don't keep them obviously, but if they seem like they have time to talk, maybe have a little conversation, small talk or something, Number three, attend office hours or study sessions, and especially if the professor leads them. If you go to an office hour, this is a one-on-one personal experience with you and them, and you can talk about anything or ask about anything. This is your time to completely show them who you are as an individual and why you deserve a good grade in their class. And what you guys are going to notice throughout this video is that if you do these things, it'll actually help your grades too, so it's kind of a win-win situation. But this leads into number four, which is carefully listening to things that your professor says about themselves, their personal life in class, if they do at all, or during the office hour. For example, if your professor has kids or a pet, or I don't know, some family that they really like to talk about every once in a while in class, when you go to the office hour, bring up that family member, that pet, ask them how their dog's doing. How's your daughter, I was gonna say daughter Jack doing, but how's your daughter Haley doing? Just say something that shows that you listen and you care, because parents, when it comes to their kids or their pets, love talking about them. They're just so proud of them. So if you ask them about their child or their pet, they're gonna love that you care and that you're showing interest, and it obviously shows that you are listening and actively participating in class. But that goes without saying, don't bring these things up in an inappropriate time. If they obviously are busy doing something, or if you're in the middle of class, don't bring those things up. Yeah, hopefully you can figure out the right timing on your own. Also, do not ask them about something that you really don't care about, because you don't want to look disinterested and just seem like you're trying to intentionally kiss ass, because that just isn't a good look. Number five, email or call your professor if they give you a number about any questions relating to the book or the lecture or your notes or PowerPoint slides or whatever they use. Like I said, these are helping you with your grades as well, but it also shows that personal connection, so that way they can be like, okay, so Christina asked about this, Christina's doing this, Christina's doing that, blah, blah, blah. Christina must be a good student. Plus, when you email your professors questions instead of asking someone else in the class, they're going to give you the exact answer that they want you to know. So that's very important. Number six, if you really want to go above and beyond, ask about other additional information that you can learn about a topic. Even if it's not being tested on or lectured on, say, hey, I'm really interested in learning about this. Can you give me another source or an additional place that I could find more references on what this is, because I'd like to know for my own knowledge. They will love that, because they literally studied for years on this subject, and the fact that you want to learn more about it, that makes them really happy. And number seven, this one is hopefully obvious, but participate in class, raise your hand, ask questions, volunteer. Don't be afraid to get something wrong. You're in class to learn. You're not at a test, If you were testing, obviously don't do that, but You're in a lecture, you're there to learn. Chances are there's another student somewhere else in the classroom that has the exact same question as you, so you're helping out other people who are too afraid to do what you want to do. So now we've gotten through that portion of the what to do. I'm just gonna go over what not to do. Obviously, number one, don't skip class. If you skip class, it's the easiest way to say, hey, I don't care about what's going on here, so. And if for whatever reason you do have to miss a class, email your professor letting them know, hey, I can't be here tomorrow because of this reason. I'm sorry, I'll see you next time. I've done this many times, and I have small classrooms of 30 students per class, so it makes it a lot more reasonable to do this. But I've had teachers say, thank you so much for emailing me, I appreciate that, I'll see you next time, have a good whatever what I said I was doing. On the contrary, I really wanted to add this in here because this is really important. Never, ever, ever email your professor or even talk to them in person asking, did I miss anything last class? Obviously you missed something. That is going to piss them off if you ask them, did I miss anything? No, you just missed a whole 2 hours of lecture, but you're good. Nothing new that you should have learned. Instead, text a friend, a classmate, ask someone else. Ask if you could take a picture of someone's notes. Check online if they have, online seminar videos or their notes or something online. Don't ask them if you missed anything. And another hopefully obvious one, don't wear headphones in class. Don't be texting in class. Don't be just looking around like clearly not caring in class. Just make it look like you're paying attention, at least pretend, even if you're not. It's really disrespectful to be doing that stuff anyway. Overall, getting your professor to know who you are, where they can recognize your face and your name together, is going to be the best thing that you can do for yourself in a class, because when they see your essays or your written answer, short answer tests, they subconsciously might grade a little more leniently because they have that personal connection with you. Or if they don't grade more leniently, maybe they're more likely to curve up your grade at the end of the semester. I know that some professors, if they see that you've made progress or tried throughout the semester but you're still struggling, they might grade your last exam on a curve or something of that sort. They have the authority to do that. It's their class, so. But that is all I have for today on how to be a professional kiss ass to your professors. I genuinely do these things though because I like to learn, so I mean it just kind of doubles up as me being a kiss ass. I don't intentionally go into class thinking, I'm just gonna do all these things so my professor likes me. I just wanted to share this for anybody who's struggling and doesn't know how to do it. That is how I do it. Again, everybody's situation is different. Maybe you're in a university where you can't have that one-on-one connection because your professor literally says, talk to TA. But if that's the case, then do this whole process to the TA because they're going to be grading things or helping you with things, and that's very important. So if you like this video, leave a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see more videos. Pretty much talk about anything that has to do with my life, which I'm a college student, so if you want to see college student related videos, subscribe. Leave a comment down if you have any other tips, or if a tip that I gave did not work for you or whatever. This is a whole, community. We want to help each other thrive here, so comment down anything that you think is important to know. I love you beautiful people so very much. Your value is invaluable. Have a wonderful rest of your Singles Awareness Day. Bye!